Good evening. It is time for today's Tax Talk. I am your host. I'm attorney Stephen Leahy. It is Crypto Tuesday, September 13th, the year of our Lord 2022. It is Crypto Tuesday. We've been talking a lot about blockchain and things like that, but today we're going to talk about crypto and maybe some counter arguments, that things aren't about crypto. That's what we're going to do today. Won't you join us? I hope. Well, it is, as I mentioned, it is Crypto Tuesday. There are lots of stories. We've been talking about blockchain mostly because it seems like the crypto world has been on kind of hold with the fall in prices. Still having problems. Today was a down day for the market. We're going to get to that in just a minute. We always start with our friends at CoinFlip. There's some news about CoinFlip that we might get into what they're doing. My hope is always that blockchain helps free us. And same thing with crypto, right? The promise was to free us from tyranny, the tyrannical governments and whatnot. The more evidence comes out, maybe it's showing us maybe that's not what's happening. So there's a article kind of takes a contrarian view on this, and I thought I would review it with you. With what's going on internationally, what happened with the truckers in Canada, the Russians, on all of this about using the banking system in crypto to freeze accounts and won't let money out. It's a concern, to say the least. So let's start like we always do on Crypto Tuesday. We will start with the thumbnail. That's where we always start. No, we don't. Okay, so let's start with the markets. Again, I say this most weeks, but they kind of look like they kind of mirror each other, especially Bitcoin and Ethereum. Some stories about Ethereum I should have probably talked about today, the merger, and so there might have been some changing with Ethereum. I wanted to wait to see what happens there rather than report on that today. But you'll see here that the markets are down 9% and almost 8%. Bitcoin and Ethereum, 9.5% and 7.9%. This is the Bitcoin of the last week. It's it was making some headway recovery, giving some back today. Let's see what Ethereum probably, again, they generally mirror each other. So let's look. Yeah, similar, not mirror, but similar. It looks like that Ethereum is giving more back than is Bitcoin, but still in the same general trend. So this is the article I wanted to talk about. The cryptocurrency is picking up as an instrument of tyranny. And again, that's kind of the whole thing with crypto was to avoid this, is to get away from big governments and their control and central banks and their control. But yet it looks like, maybe not, at least according to this gentleman. From ubiquitous surveillance to negative interest rates, crypto is giving dictators and global corporate leaders new ways to intimidate, oppress, and subjugate humanity. And all of those are looking for ways to do that. That's true. Proponents paint Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies as antidotes to totalitarian governments and central banks. Simultaneously, international corporations and startups alike have designed blockchain platforms and products that could be used on behalf of totalitarian governments and central banks. One example is Microsoft, which applied for a patent for a cryptocurrency system using body activity data. As part of the cryptocurrency mining process, the cryptocurrency system gives a task to your device, instructing you to complete a human body activity. A sensor in the user's device registers the body activity, and then the cryptocurrency system rewards the user. The sensed body activity is associated with the received task and transmits the generated body activity data to a system or network, which verifies the body activity data to award cryptocurrency. It's reminiscent of the Justin Timberlake movie In Time, where a future society uses time for one's lifespan as its primary currency, with each individual possessing a clock on their arm that counts down how long they have to live. When the clock hits zero, they're dead. Smart key. In Poland, leveraged Ethereum blockchain to run a trial of smart key, a bridging technology that connects blockchain technology to the lock of your home, for example. They say it's to aid in police, fire, and ambulance services. Read for your own safety. Smart Key allows emergency crews to enter in any building in the city without needing to find the key holder or wait for permission. The need of our rescue services to perform their duties without obstruction is a delicate one. The use of blockchain and smart key technology seems to be like the perfect solution, giving reassurance to building owners and inhabitants, but also freedom from our emergency services, according to this gentleman. As any student of political science knows, the bedrock of any constitution is the freedom for our emergency services. It's for your own good. COVID, the shots, the vaccine. Do what we tell you. It's for your own good. The European Central Bank noted in a white paper that it would be possible to track every single CBDC, central bank digital currency, and this is where our treasury is going. The United States dollar is going to go digital. In a nation, all transactions under such a regime would be known to the central bank and anyone with whom the bank chooses to share information. With a digital currency, central banks can impose restrictions on the holding of money. The ECB has discussed capping the amount a person can hold, limiting the time a person can hold an amount of money, and imposing negative interest rates on amounts that the bank deems excessive. You have more money than they want you to have. Where else are you going to put it? Similar functionality is present in the Bank of China's CBDC. Dystopian policies can be implemented more easily with digital currency, including negative interest rates and more. Ledger founder sees the European Union's transfer of funds regulation bill as little more than mass surveillance. Imagine you have a wallet, your leather wallet, and you've got cash in it. Now, every time that you're going to pay in cash somewhere, you're going to have to flash your ID, and they're going to note your name. This is not the world I want to live in. He added, some groups in the European Parliament have some very specific and dogmatic agenda and are using excuses to ban Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies as much as possible. Rumors they've heard, like, oh, I heard it's for money launderers, because they don't use other money either. The Davos-based WEF, the World Economic Forum, which is best known perhaps for bringing humanity the Great Reset, notes in a blog post on its website that blockchain is capable of bringing about an industrial revolution in which the biological, technological, and physical worlds. It's going to do that by enabling the tracking of almost anything, including food and medical supplies, such as vaccines. It's a shared immutable ledger that facilitates the process of recording transactions and tracking assets in the business network, the WEF notes, citing an IBM assessment of blockchain tech. An asset can be tangible, a house, car, cash, land, or intangible, intellectual property, patents, copyrights, branding. Virtually anything of value can be tracked and traded on a blockchain network, reducing risks and cutting costs for all involved. As the WEF and IBM note, blockchain makes the world of ubiquitous surveillance possible. Think about it. It's true. We're all going to be, subject to this. Remember, and again, I want to point this out, that in Canada, they cut off all their if they didn't like you, if you were protesting, and here in America, right, that's a First Amendment right to protest. They just cut off your funds. Well, you don't have any money. How are you going to live? How are you going to eat? How are you going to stay in a hotel? The answer is you're not. And that's and you'll go home like they want you to go home. and you'll stop protesting the government like they want you to stop protesting the government. So this is let's go back up to this. Economist, El Salvador's year with Bitcoin currency has been a spectacular failure. Now, I've been touting this. I thought it was interesting when they started this. I thought, it was bold. I'll give them that. And, had Bitcoin been going through the roof, it could have turned out to be a good CPU usage here. It has caused nothing but trouble to the El Salvador, and remember the president of El Salvador kept buying the dip, but it wasn't a dip; it was a collapse. So he kept buying, and now he holds that country. Now they say, well, we haven't sold, so we haven't really lost, but they hold Bitcoin, many Bitcoin, with a much higher value than it is today. So, and that's a problem, obviously. So, okay, so let us go back to the uncoolest dictator. This is the president. It's been about a year since El Salvador's president, Crypto Bro, and the self-described world's coolest dictator, moved to incorporate Bitcoin as an official state currency. Spoiler alert, it hasn't exactly gone well. In fact, in the words of Canberra University economist John Hawkins, the grand crypto experiment has been nothing short of a spectacular failure. Now, a year on, there's more than enough evidence to conclude that the president had no idea what he was doing. It was he went long when he should have gone short. I don't know what's going on with my system today, but so the president's Bitcoin experiment was centered around an idealized Bitcoin city, funded through an imagined $1 billion government bond program. The country was to invest half of that billion into the city itself, and the other half would be towards Bitcoin investments. Those Bitcoin buy-ups, according to the president, would ultimately lead to economic growth. Sadly, that promised economic boom is yet to materialize. In fact, as Hawkins explains, the bond program has yet to be implemented at all. The president, meanwhile, has poured roughly $100 million into Bitcoin, which is only worth about half the investment right now. Elsewhere, gang violence has exploded, and the nation has fallen into confused economic turmoil. Sound familiar? Who else gets here? Of course, the wildly catastrophic Bitcoin crash didn't lend itself to his crypto forward efforts. At the same time, however, the president himself has also failed to inspire much faith in his own economic prowess. His understanding of Bitcoin and economics more generally has been demonstrated repeatedly, Hawkins continued, recalling instances when the president failed to show a solid understanding of how GDP works or took to Twitter to share overhyped, low-substance crypto evangelism. Hawkins isn't the president's only detractor. The International Monetary Fund has begged the El Salvador leader to pare back his crypto-forward legislation, arguing that the digital assets are still too volatile and unsafe for national use. He fired back that IMF bashing memes on Twitter. There's no doubt that there's been some serious damage done to the crypto bro in Chief's reputation. Crypto bro and Chief, I get it now. But that's not what's more important here. This has been an experiment, and a fairly careless one at that. That's been performed live on actual El Salvadorians. Should it continue its implosion, it'll be the El Salvadoran people who bear the real cost of that failure. And then, so now a story. So again, that's not a good news for El Salvador. As I said, I've been touting it. I thought it was a good idea. It was risky. It's easy to risk other people's money and other people's freedom and other people's future. As the president, it was a risk in a nation starved, or facing poverty, and he saw maybe there was a way out. So here's a story. Leading cryptocurrency company CoinFlip opens doors to first of its kind crypto experience center and corporate innovation center in Tampa. Now, this CoinFlip is a Chicago company. CoinFlip, remember coinflip.tech. That's where we get our prices when we start this. So they're a leading fine tech company powered by cryptocurrency today announced the official opening of its first of its kind Crypto Experience Center, which opens to the public on September 14th. The company also welcomes employees into its Innovation Center, a new engineering hub and second corporate office located in Tampa's Sparksman's Wharf. Open 7 days a week from 11 to 8, the CEC serves as a prime destination for people to explore the world of cryptocurrency. Customers can make appointments and speak to crypto guides to receive support from completing secure transactions at CoinFlip's on-site Bitcoin ATMs and over-the-counter trade desk. The CEC will host free scheduled events and workshops, as well as offers one-on-one appointments. The classes offered will cover basic cryptocurrency 101 topics, introductions to cryptocurrency and blockchain, teach customers how to set up a wallet, and more. Bringing to life this customer-facing experience is one of the many groundbreaking moves on the horizon for CoinFlip, said CEO and co-founder of CoinFlip, Ben Weiss. As the market continues to grow and use cases of cryptocurrency expand, the need for education and guidance is critical to the advancement of the industry, and we look forward to driving that momentum. CoinFlip celebrated the occasion with a ribbon-cutting ceremony featuring Tampa's mayor, CoinFlip CEO, CoinFlip CTO, Strategic Property Partners, and a Tampa Bay Economic Development Council president. We are thrilled to officially welcome CoinFlip to Tampa and celebrate the grand opening of the Crypto Experience Center. The innovation has been a key pillar for our city, and opportunities are endless for businesses that want to call Tampa home, said the mayor. We look forward to supporting CoinFlip and its educational initiatives for our community, further demonstrating Tampa's status as a hub for technology. To amplify the opening activities, CoinFlip has partnered with I'm Not Art, a Chicago-based metaverse development company, to immerse guests in both the physical and digital, or I tried to say digital experience for those wishing to participate from afar. A digital replica of the CES has been built in the metaverse and can be explored via cell phone, tablet, or browser. No other equipment or downloads necessary. All opening events and classes will take place in person and streamed in CoinFlip's metaverse parcel to ensure everyone can join in on the offering and festivities. Visitors are also invited to view the thoughtfully curated NFT art gallery featuring the work of Tampa artists displayed at mural digital frames from Netgear. The first 1,000 in-person guests will take home a gifted NTF by local Tampa artists, who also designed 2 limited edition t-shirts for the opening. Visitors can sign up for classes or book one-on-one consultations at info.coinflip.tech/Tampa CEC. CoinFlip is securing its place at the forefront of the digital revolution with the opening of our Crypto Innovation Experience Center. We're certain that tapping into Tampa's top talent pool will help our team engineer the tech of the future as we enter the next growth stage of our company. Named the #1 fastest growing company in Chicago by Crain's Chicago Business 2 years in a row, CoinFlip had the revenue of nearly $100 million in 2021. The company was also ranked within the top 100 on Inc. 5,000 2 years in a row. Since inception, CoinFlip has expanded to over 4,000 ATMs across 49 states, taking its place on the front line of financial revolution where cryptocurrency and blockchain technology can empower investors across the country. In 2021, CoinFlip announced its headquarters in Chicago, where it continues to expand. CoinFlip's second location in Tampa builds on the Chicago flagship and provides additional opportunities to attract top talent in another community. CoinFlip is currently hiring. For details about the career, I won't get into that. CoinFlip is a leading fintech company. Okay, so that's where I'm going to leave it. That was, but CoinFlip is a great company. Again, they're here in Chicago, so, but I wanted to put that news out there. Again, I think the Ethereum merge is happening, so we're going to talk about that in the coming days. But in the meantime, thanks so much for joining us. I appreciate you taking the time to join us. Remember, I'm going to ask you to like and subscribe. I'm going to have to change this to the beginning because Like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe. We need your help to get this information out. Without you, we won't be able to do it. So please like and subscribe. Also, if you have IRS problems, if you owe the IRS money and you don't know what to do, the first thing you should do is get a copy of my book, Deal with Your IRS Problems Today. Go to freeirsbook.com, freeirsbook.com. Get your free copy of Deal with Your IRS Problem Today. We will ask for a small shipping and handling fee, but the book is free, and all of the bonuses are also free. So go to freeirsbook.com. So thanks so much for joining us here today. We'll be back tomorrow with another today's tax talk, and we'll talk about the tax in the news. Thanks so much for joining us, and we will see you tomorrow.